Hello and welcome to another episode brought to you by Game Glitches. Today we're gonna take a look at fishing boats and, well, how to build one. First of all, before you begin anything, you would need to obtain Gildastar. You need 250 Gildastar to buy this fish find longline design pattern that would allow you to buy the fishing boat. To obtain the pattern, as I said, you need 250 Gilda, and then you would need to go to Mirage Isle. Once inside the Mirage Isle, you would now need to go and buy the fishing boat. The fishing boat is located at Noonian Docks. At least that's the one that I chose to buy. Right over here, you would be able to purchase the fish finder longliner design. After you have bought the fish finder longline design, you can finally start attempting to craft it. But that is no easy task of its own. After, of course, you obtain the design, you're still not in the clear. Now you need to get yourself a fishing license. The order that you obtain the placement materials that you need, such as the fishing license, the fish finder, fish crane, or solid shaft, is irrelevant because they're all extremely expensive. To obtain a fishing license, there are two options: either going and buying it from the merchant, or of course buying it from the market for 1,500 credits, right over here, which of course, as mentioned, you would need for the fish find longliner that you're going to build. The second object that you would need to build this would be the fishing crate. As you see, you would need to make a fishing crate, first carpentry workbench, and then you would need to create 5 fine lumber and 1 mechanical spring. 5 fine lumber is actually not that expensive to make, because all you would really need is small seed oil, because lumber is quite cheap to come by. And after that, you could also craft yourself a mechanical spring. In all essence, I had all of these materials, because as a miner, I have a whole, stack load of them. The only thing that I had to buy was a rough polish, which approximately goes for 9 gold on our server. After that, you would need to get yourself a fish finder. To craft the fish finder, again, you would need a carpentry workbench, 5 starshard ingots, and of course 1 exquisite diagraph. In my recommendation, you could go and mine out the star shards in this below Cindermoor, which can be obtained very quickly, and of course craft this, which requires not that much. The most expensive thing that I had to get was vicious glossy oil. Everything else was literally few gold or less. Now, this is where the things get really expensive, when you're trying to build the solid shaft. As you can see from the solid shaft, what you need is 2 thunderstruck trees. Each thunderstruck tree currently on our server is 1100 gold and periodically rises up and down up to 1300 gold. So expect to spend on them no less than 2000 gold. Then another expensive item is sun rigid ingot, which requires, of course, 10 sturdy ingots and 5 mysterious garden powders, which are cheap, and I give another rough polish, which is about 10 gold. These are about 1 gold each on my server, and of course 30 ingots, which have their own value depending on the server you are. But in my opinion, they're not that hard to craft because they require silver, copper, and iron, which is in abundance on every server. But the most things that could be rare is alpac polish. Again, if you have any kind of farming, gathering skills, or alchemy skills, this shouldn't be too hard for you to craft for yourself or to obtain. Once you have all of your components, now it's time to choose for a spot where to build it. Somewhere deep and wide. I decided to build it in 2 crowns, the southern portion, not too far from the tables right over here. Now you right click the pattern, and now drag it around till it allows you to build it. Please note the 15 gold fee that you also have to pay upon placing the fishing boat. Congratulations, you have now placed your first fishing boat designed out. Now, it's time to build it. First, as you could see, when you inspect it, you would need to get 6 packs. 2 lumber, 2 iron, and 2 fabric. Now, let's get to the table.
Ready, aim,
Now,
fire.
let's craft our first pack. First would be the 2 wooden packs. Find yourself a place to craft, and then convert 100 lumber into a single pack. After you have converted the lumber into a single pack, you have now 2 options. Well, 3 technically. One of them is literally walking there or trying to run. The second option would be summoning a donkey, and if it's level 20 or higher, you could also use the carrot to transport it. My favorite would be definitely using a cart, because it could now carry 3 packs. Once you have the proper pack, I had to switch mine out. You of course now go back to your spot. Also having swim fins really also helps you move around in the water. As you progress building your fishing boat, you would notice that it definitely changes the way that it looks, allowing you to basically get the sense of progression. last but not least now, this fabric pack. And you are done. And voila, ladies and gentlemen, you have now crafted yourself a brand new spanking fishing boat. Now let's take this baby out for a spin. Hopefully will be not much issue getting off this ground. Oh, too much difficulty, but let's see what it can do. It can lower the crane. You have Captain's Intuition. You also have increased ship max move speed. That eats out 5 eco-friendly fuel, desummon, owner's mark, and any additional detail. Also, if you would know, this is how it looks in your inventory. Let's summon it somewhere much nice. Like this would be a very ideal spot. As you can see, it also has 3 cargo crates, so you could also transport stuff if needed. For a few Guild of Stars a day. It turns like a truck though. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video on how to make and get a fishing boat. Please click like, please click subscribe, and please leave any comments on anything you would like me to record in ArcheAge or any other game. I'm always open to any kind of recommendation or suggestion. Please note also that this is where you could dump your fish once you catch it. It's a very nice way you could carry a lot of fish back home. So well, thank you all for tuning in and have a wonderful night.